Yeah. Obviously, they have a really, really talented roster. Outstanding wing players in Howard and Gray that can really score the basketball. But what presents even more of a challenge is their commitment to play in the paint, the commitment to pound the ball to Tina and pound the ball to Cheyenne. So Cheyenne and Tina are efficient post players when they can get the ball in their spots, and so they pose a problem with us. So we've got to do a good job of guarding early and meeting their physicality, and trying to get them later in the shot clock, later into their playbook, and let our length, hopefully our length with Cameron and De'Erica and Lee, maybe our length can give them a little bit of problems. But it was an outstanding season opener against us. We look forward to this game tonight.
And if I could follow up on that, just what you're seeing from Rickea Jackson so early into her career and just the impact that she's providing now and serving herself in the starting lineup.
Yeah, I think that obviously training camp shortest in league history. It's a lot for rookies. Obviously, Cam and Rickea have handled it tremendously well. Their head probably, in hindsight, was spinning during training camp with as much terminology, as much scheming on both sides of the ball that we're throwing at them. And then all of a sudden, games start with very little practice. So I give them both a lot of credit. Rickea was our sixth player early in the year. We've moved her into the starting lineup. She's responded. She's played well, coming off her first double-double. Is just a tremendously talented offensive player. And if we can get her in spots, she's a player that has efficiency. And that's what's really nice to work with. It's also unusual at times to see in a rookie. So fun to be able to play the chess match with Rickea. Still learning her game, honestly, to be honest with you, and all the areas that we can put her in to be successful. A lot of four early in the season coming out of training camp because of the injury to Azare has settled in, where much of her minutes now are at the three, not going back and forth between the 3 and 4 as much. Just trying to have her concentrate on one position, I think, has slowed the game down for her and allowed her to have a little bit more success. So really excited about her future.
Jackie?
Hey, Coach. Jackie Ray TV. Kind of want to piggyback on that. You talked earlier in the season about trying to fight that rookie fatigue when you're on a road trip like this. How do you not only combat that for them, but for the rest of the team? How do you make sure everyone stays mentally dialed in, especially going up a team that's so physical?
Yeah, it's it's difficult in this stretch. When the schedule came out, it was the first stretch that I noticed when the league presented it before it was even public, that we had these 9 games in 18 days in 6 different cities. So a really, really difficult stretch. We're in the middle of a 7 consecutive road games. So really difficult stretch. We understand that. We got a young team and, just trying to turn the page. I thought while we came up short in Seattle, we were down 5 with less than 4 minutes to go with the basketball. Again, in Minnesota, had possessions to get it to a single possession game, really a close game down the stretch, just couldn't make enough plays to get over the hump. So played two really good teams on the road. What can you learn? So you quickly try to recap the game, have teaching points, but you got to turn the page and then turn the page to Atlanta. Tough prep for us, getting to our hotel rooms, getting to bed after 3:30 a.m., have one quick day with no shoot around today in preparation of this game. So, it is really difficult in this league. And so your learning lessons are in game. Your learning lessons are being able to adapt in games. And so our ability to come out of timeouts tonight, our ability to come out of the quarter breaks and make our adjustments and continue to fight tonight will be a huge piece of the story. but proud of them. They're all handling it. They're turning the page. I myself am under the weather. A lot of players are under the weather, and we're just fighting through the fatigue. We're fighting through some illness, and just love working with this group, and really believe that there's a bright future ahead of us.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, Curt.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day.